Hey everybody, it's Zach. I'm here at Light Rail Cafe in Winona Lake. We just set up our CSA pickup, so that's running along. I made a delivery to the kitchen and back, and now I'm hanging out with Joel, who is going to give us some tips about how to cook with hearty greens. Our CSA members and our farmers market customers know that we've got a lot of hearty greens coming in right now. And so Joel has grabbed some collard greens. I'm going to turn this around and he's going to just kind of show you some ideas of things you can do with hearty greens like collards. Alright, there's Joel.
Alright, hey everybody. So we've got some collard greens today that we're going to be working with. There's a couple different ways that you can do these traditionally. One of the ways is just to cook them in your favorite kind of stock. So you can be chicken, beef, with pork hocks. So those you would kind of just cut them up, throw them into your stock for about an hour, let them simmer nice and slow along with the meat. So that's a great way to do it. Today we're going to saute them. So I'm going to show you how to prep them really quick for that, and then we'll show you a little bit of cooking with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to want to remove the hearty stem through the middle. Since we're going to cook it quickly, we don't want to really leave that in there. When you're boiling them, you can leave them on, and it gives you like a nice little bit of a crunchier texture to it. So what we're going to do is take our knife, and we're just going to run it down the stem on either side of that big main vein that runs on there. So we're just going to do that, and then we're going to lay these all together. If you can stack them nice, if you got a couple that are the same size, kind of just pile them on top, run it down there, run it down. Then we're going to do a little method called chiffonade. So we're just going to roll the leaves up. This is just going to help us get a nice even kind of cut throughout the whole vegetable. So then we're just gonna cut through the greens, and they're gonna give us this nice even ribbons to work with. And then from this you could even cut it down if you don't want them so long. So you could leave them rolled and then just chop them up like that. So we're gonna take these and we're gonna go to our saute pan. And today we're going to cook them in a little bit of brown butter, which is really easy to make. You basically just take your butter and cook it over like a medium heat until it starts to brown. You want to watch it though, because it will turn really quickly on you. So we're going to let that pan get nice and hot. Then we're going to use a little bit of fresh garlic, some fresh shallots, or you can use like your spring onions that you're getting in your CSA. And then we're going to deglaze with a little bit of soy sauce. Another thing that I like to use a lot is a Worcestershire sauce, depending on what kind of influence I'm wanting to go for.
Do you have opinions on salted butter versus unsalted butter?
I prefer to use unsalted butter when I'm cooking. That way I can control how much salt is going into my meal beforehand. Awesome. So I would always say unsalted because you can always add that in. So we're gonna, now that our butter is starting to sizzle a little bit, we're gonna drop in our fresh garlic and some of the shallots. We just want to caramelize these a little bit, get a little bit of color on them.
Yeah, I think we've got mini onions in the share and at the farmers market this week, so that could be,
these would all go great.
Could be nice. You could use garlic scapes too.
Oh yeah. So now that we've got a little bit of color happening on these, we're just going to drop in our collard greens. And you can hear them; they're going to crackle and pop a little bit. That's good. And you just want to kind of keep things moving. We're going to toss it around a little bit. We're just going to wait for these to wilt. And you can always add a little bit more butter or olive oil. If you want to cook with bacon fat, you can do that. This would be really great with a little bit of bacon in it. And then really we're just going to treat these kind of like this until they wilt a little bit. You can also use just like a rubber spatula.
Good idea to keep them moving.
Oh yeah, keep them moving while you're in here. Okay. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of brown on the bottom of the pan. And that's where our soy sauce is going to come in. That caramelization has a lot of flavor, so we're just going to pour in a little bit of soy sauce. to just deglaze and take that flavor back off the pan.
You can use any kind of liquid.
Yep, you could use wine, you could use like chicken stock or any kind of broth like that. And then these are all set to go. I don't have a plate with me. So you can plate that up. You could use them for breakfast. Have it with a side of eggs, your favorite breakfast meat. Serve it on as like something to plate your favorite protein at dinner. So this with like a chicken quarter would be pretty awesome. So awesome. There you go, collard greens.
All right. Hey, thanks, Joel. So just a reminder, we've got collard greens, we've got kale, we've got chard, great hearty greens in the CSA this week and at the farmers market in Fort Wayne on Saturday morning. And make sure you come and check out all the good stuff here at Light Rail Cafe. See you guys.